Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and it is wonderful to have you here this Wednesday evening. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Go ahead and make any requests or set any intentions for your personal well-being. And we're going to start things off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. If you are watching this after it's been recorded, welcome to some healing, from the past. You'll have just as much fun and healing a time as if you were here live. And if you'd like to skip ahead to the Reiki portion, it usually begins at about the hour 15 mark. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Thank you for your ongoing support. It's great to see you again. So let's go ahead, dive in, say hi to everybody, and start building this beautiful grid. And for all those of you in the US, happy evening before Thanksgiving. So let's go ahead start that grid. Awesome. So we're starting things off as usual with our copper spiral. Copper helps to break up energy blockages, get the optimal flow of energy going. And this mirror here helps to reflect any not great energy. And pardon me looking a little bit red in the face and a little bit weird in the hair. I had to run out and get cat food for the cats because, yeah, it's the day before holiday. So let's see who all is here. So we've got Alexander, welcome in. Chris, Jenny, good to see you. MC, welcome. Flower, Joanna, Olivia. Oh, awesome to see everyone. Jenny, I hope the twins are doing well. Cool, so let's dive in and start building this grid. So you can feel free to set any special requests, or you can, like for a specific stone, or you can request around the intention and I can pick them for you, whatever happens to seem a little bit more fun for you. So let's dive in. Let's see. And oh, no worries, Flower. It's totally fine. Health for yourself and family finding inner peace in hard times. Absolutely, Alexander. So let's see. Let me know if there's anything specific in regards to health, but my favorite general health stone is tree agate. So tree agate is actually sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. And this is thought to help with the movement of energy throughout the body. It's thought to help harmonize and balance that flow of energy on all levels. So regardless of the type of imbalance that might be going on or what's needed to correct it, this is considered tridoshic, or really just good for everybody. So this will be optimal health and healing. So that is tree agate. But yeah, let me know if you feel comfortable sharing what types of issues might be coming up. I might have more specific stones, but this does quite a bit. And for finding inner peace for your family, let's do... My favorite for that is Snowflake Obsidian. So Snowflake Obsidian helps with not only serenity and inner peace, but it also helps with calming overstimulation and general mind, body, spirit, balance, and harmony. Wonderful for releasing guilt, as well as helping to bring any habits or things to your attention that might be getting in the way of happiness and inner peace. Great too for finding hope again after any kind of loss. And it's helpful for clairaudience, which is our spiritual hearing. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this in. Lots of love to you and your family. Thank you for being here. Let me know if there's anything else I can add. And for Chris, okay, cool. I'm going to grab some of those right away, but also for smoking cessation for sure. Let's see. Oh, Snowflake Obsidian. Good timing. Labradorite, Peridot, Amethyst. labradorite, peridot, amethyst. Amazonite, black onyx. Okay, cool. Chrysocolla is really helpful when it comes to encouraging you to follow your soul's purpose. It also is really, really helpful for making decisions that kind of go in alignment with your purpose and helps you to find new creative outlets to plug into and find help and peace and serenity through. So that is chrysocolla. Next is amethyst. There's a lot that amethyst can help with. It's one of my favorite stones to recommend to folks who are just beginning their spiritual journey. But this is also helpful for any kind of self-improvement or addiction kind of thing. This is one that helps you to, one, be kind to yourself as you start to work through your healing journey, but also helps with the sort of the differentiation between accepting the things we cannot change and changing the things we cannot accept. It can kind of help with holding space for that. Also helps with improved sleep. So that is amethyst. And we've got labradorite, which is another one that's powerful for helping sleep. And in addition to that, it helps to calm disputes, especially at workplaces. It's excellent for any kind of study or research and also really detailed attention type work. Great for clairvoyance, which is your spiritual sight, and it helps you enjoy traveling. And if you're traveling this week, all the blessings towards enjoying some of it. So that is labradorite. Yeah, this is a little bit of crazy travel time. And people must be traveling places because I just went for a walk and almost nobody is out. It's super dead out there. Peridot is helpful for breaking habits and cycles that aren't serving you. And it's also excellent for any kind of gut issue, whether it's acid reflux, Crohn's, or anything else. Wonderful for the gut and digestion. Also helpful for releasing guilt, anger, and jealousy, and bolstering really good friendships. So that is peridot. Amazonite helps with self-respect and self-care, reminding even the most selfless people that it's important to take care of themselves and to be cared for in just the same way that they would care for someone else. Also really helps with the spine as well as the spinal nerves, and it's great luck and also very calming. So that is amazonite. There we go. Onyx helps with grounding fear and anxiety, and it can be very helpful for giving you some kind of self-esteem, helping you to release self-doubt also. This is an excellent stone when it comes to grief, whether it's grieving someone who has very recently passed or someone who passed long ago, and especially with the holidays, bringing up old memories, that can be real. This can be very helpful with that. This can also help with feeling more connected to ancestors, and it's very, very protective on a spiritual level. On a mundane level, like on the regular everyday level, this is thought protective against folks who would play mind games. So that is black onyx. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to keep going with your requests. I'm just going to check the stream. Oh, you have your sister watching from New Brunswick. Oh, awesome. Okay, we'll definitely support that. And welcome to your sister, too. I will get to everybody's requests. I'm just going to keep on going down the list. Lemurian quartz, carnelian, rose quartz. Iolite. Okay. Rose quartz we're probably all really familiar with. This is superb for anyone that just feels like emotionally drained and could really use some love. This is also really helpful if you are working towards like shifting and adjusting what you expect in love and in relationships. This helps to kind of reacclimate you to accepting unconditional love, if that makes sense. So we'll definitely bring in rose quartz. Lots of good, supportive, loving energy. And Lemurian quartz helps with healing the pain of the past. So that could be earlier in this life. This could be childhood, even before you remember it. And this could also be healing past lives. This is a really powerful healer that also helps you to learn about yourself through that self-healing process, which is very empowering. And it's just excellent for any kind of spiritual healing too. So that's Lemurian quartz. And then Iolite helps with clairvoyance. So much like labradorite, this can help with our spiritual sight, like the images we see in our dreams or if we're meditating. Also really helpful for fever, weight loss, and for certain types of sleep disturbances. So that is Iolite. Herkimer diamond empowers manifestation and is wonderful for being in the present moment and for relaxation. This is also one that can help harmonize really discordant energy, and it can help balance the metabolism while also encouraging intuition. So if you are looking to manifest anything, this is like one of my favorite stones to help bolster that, like strengthen that manifestation and help us remain grounded with appreciation for the here and now at the same time. So there we go. Carnelian is the stone of the sacral chakra that is just beneath the navel, and that encompasses all of our relationships, like broadly relationships to the world, like how we relate to community and the world generally, all the way down to our most intimate relationships and love relationships. This can help call in a soulmate relationship. This is good for healthy sexual function and for fertility, as well as for healing colds and allergies, as well as skin wounds. So that is carnelian. It's also a great stone for creativity, as the sacral chakra is the center of creativity, as well as relationships. So there we go there. And blue apatite can help with our relationship with food, which can absolutely include weight loss or just dietary changes that you feel might be serving you better, whatever that looks like for you. It's also very, very helpful when it comes to learning about your soul's purpose and having courage to continue on that path. It helps to strengthen our auric field. So if you're someone who tends to take on the energy of other people, this can help strengthen that energy field so you're less likely to do so. Also wonderful for harmony and inner peace. So we'll bring this in. That's blue apatite. And we'll do some garnet and ruby. Garnet is helpful for organization, which is what I'm going to do right after the stream. It's helpful for organization, but it's also helpful for productivity, courage, and really using your time in the most advantageous way. This can help you to find the best ways to get things done so that you can have more time for living. Wonderful too for finding balance and strength when things might be in flux and changing rapidly too. So that's garnet. Garnet is also January's birthstone, and it has a decidedly Capricorn vibe to it, for certain. And ruby helps with empowering you with the courage to be yourself, be exactly who you are, also helps to empower you in situations around management and leadership. Particularly helpful for love and fertility, and also thought really helpful for fibromyalgia. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in this ruby. So pretty. Awesome. Good to see you. Good to see you, Chris, and all the best to you. I am not teaching tonight. I actually, this month, usually I teach on Wednesday nights, and this month I skipped this week, and then they have their 4th class next week. So, yeah. Too much with people traveling and everything else. So let's see. Olivia, request for physical healing, womb issues, and high blood pressure. Gotcha. And yeah, physical healing, womb issues, high blood pressure. You got it. So, okay. So for womb issues, I'm first going to bring in pink tourmaline. This is excellent for any kind of gynecologic issue at all. Helpful for that. Also helpful for nerve pain as well as migraines and headaches. Wonderful for mother-baby bonding, spinal cord injuries, and breaking down any negative self-image so that you can replace it with something more healthy and balanced. Another one that can help you with that is also unakite. Unakite is like a good health and well-being stone for women through all aspects of life, but especially anything having to do with gynecologic healing, things like that. Also good for addictions and quitting smoking. And since Chris, you're working on that, this will also be helpful for you. This is also a good stone for the heart and circulatory system. So I think that that'll help you with your other request for blood pressure. And also this is helpful for metabolism. So that is unakite. So yeah, this is everything from fertility to labor and delivery to menopause. It's really all aspects of a woman's life. So let's bring that in. And definitely feel like that's going to be the one that helps with like circulation and the heart. These are less about blood pressure, but still helpful for cardiac, so I'm going to bring them in. This one is actually helpful for more for heart rhythms, and this is aventurine. This also helps to expand our vision of our soul's potential and can be wonderful for just expanding what we think we can do. When we think, oh, I can never do that, I could never do that. This helps us get out of our own way. Also wonderful for eye problems, fertility, and heart rhythms, as I mentioned. So let's bring this in. And again, that's aventurine. Okay, there we go. Awesome. And aquamarine is also helpful for the heart and circulation, a little less so specifically for blood pressure, but definitely helpful. Certainly can't hurt. But yeah, so that's aquamarine. This is also helpful for the teeth and gums as well as forgiveness. A wonderful stone too to help deflect kind of immature behavior, whether it's pettiness or people misdirecting their pain by taking it out on someone else, like bullying. We also joke that it's the Auntie Karen stone here, but this is also helps to bring in like inviting in the sense of may justice prevail. So we will bring in some aquamarine. There we go. Awesome. So I hope that that helps, and let me know if there's anything else I can add, Olivia. Oh, gotcha. Okay, Flower. Yeah, we can bring you some support around that. Acceptance for sure. Definitely Ruby helps with that, the courage to be yourself, but I think more blue kyanite might be helpful. This is self-love and acceptance, like accepting yourself and loving yourself exactly as you are. And so that's blue kyanite. This is also helpful for understanding our spiritual guidance. So for example, if you're getting dreams and you feel like there's a reason or a meaning to it and you just can't seem to crack the code, or if there's something that keeps coming up in your readings for yourself or your meditations and you feel like you're just not understanding it, blue kyanite can be helpful for that too. It's also helpful for certain types of neurological care, especially around like speech and mobility. It's also helpful for harmonizing things like spite and pettiness. So kind of some of the things that we mentioned about aquamarine. It's especially good at doing that in like group dynamics, if it's like impacting a group dynamic. But yeah, it kind of can harmonize that. But this is great for just loving and accepting yourself exactly as you are. So let's bring in that blue kyanite. Because yeah, that's a hard one to deal with, and lots of love to you. Let's bring this in. And let's see. Let's bring in some lepidolite too. This can be just like a general like mood enhancer as far as like how the crystal works. So lepidolite is actually lithium mica. Yeah, lithium. That's used as a prescription in mental health. That's not saying that I'm suggesting you run out, crush this up and drink it. Please don't do that. It has wildly different impacts on different people when taken internally. Carried as a crystal to work with the energy of it is a lot more harmonious and safe. If you're going to work with medicines, go work with people that understand the medicines. Like, it's better to do it that way. The energy of this helps to definitely lift the mood, but it also is really helpful for understanding the emotions. So not just soothing them, but really understanding what might be underneath them and seeing any changes you might make that might make you a little bit happier, healthier, or just make life easier. Also helpful for just bringing attention to patterns and things that you can let go of. Wonderful too for discernment, especially like should I stay, should I go kind of discernment. And yeah, lithium has been used, it's used in modern medicine, and the ancient Greeks used it. So it's been used for a long time for very similar things. In this specimen too is amazonite, which we just talked about a little bit ago. Amazonite helps with self-care, with calming, with the spine and spinal nerves, and with good luck. So we'll bring this in. It's one of those mental health and support stones that kind of, I bring it in all the time that I can. It's always helpful. So I hope that that's supportive of you, and let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Hey, good to see you. Heather. Oh, you're the sister from NB. Welcome in. And Christina, it's good to see you. Lila Ray, good to see you too. Okay, cool. So let me keep on going. Oh, Lisa, welcome in. Let's see. And Lisa, I will absolutely get to that. I will get to everybody's request today before we jump into the Reiki. So let's do... Next on the list is Jenny. So cardiovascular health, cravings, muscle and ligament tension in the neck. Got you. Okay. So do mortarite. We got cardiovascular health. We've got all the good cardio stones there. Cravings. Usually I would do blue apatite for cravings, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Let's do... Let's bring in some of this too. Okay. So for the for your neck, you have some muscle and ligament tension. So for the ligaments, let's go ahead and bring in some dumortierite. This can be really helpful for ligaments and tendons. It's also very helpful for releasing anger and frustration. Wonderful for patience with yourself and with others, and for really dealing with any kind of chaotic types of energy. Helpful too for improving any situation that seems beyond hope, and it's great for tidiness. So that's dumortierite. For the muscles, there's quite a few that can be helpful, but this one felt like the one that wanted to come in, and this is zebra jasper. So in addition to muscle spasms and muscles in general, this also helps with bone issues, bone disorders. But for the emotional side of it, this is excellent for overwhelm. If you're stressed out, overwhelmed, if you conversely feel like if you're kind of stuck in a rut, this can also help you kind of get out of that. Wonderful for kind of going with the flow, and I feel like go with the flow energy is good to have before any big holiday. Like just go with what's going on. Try not to pay too much attention. It can be really helpful for that. It's very empowering too, and it can also help you to stand up for yourself wherever necessary. So yeah, we will bring that in. But yeah, this helps to break up apathy, and it's really great too for bone disorders. And so that is zebra jasper, which was a beautiful gift to us from Chris. So where do I want to put you? Let's place you here. Here. There we go. Awesome. So let me know if there's anything else I can do. But yeah, I've got all the good cardio stones in there. Hey, Christina and Athena, it's good to see you both. I absolutely can support those things. Absolutely, Athena. Okay, so for Lisa, you've been on your personal spiritual journey and self-discovery for most of the year, and you're trying to connect with your higher self and discover your soul's true calling, but you feel a bit lost. Gotcha. One that can help with that is definitely Blue Apatite. That helps with kind of illuminating our soul's purpose, but that's one of many. So let's see what other ones we got. This one's there. And yeah, here we go. So let's start with some green kyanite. Green kyanite can be really helpful with like balancing and blending our spiritual workings into our mundane life so that we can kind of live a more well-rounded experience day to day. It's also really helpful for healing the chest, lungs, heart, asthma. So I definitely feel like that's definitely the heart stuff is on the docket today. Also helps with gaining wisdom through your intuition and connecting to plants and nature. So that is green kyanite. So I'll put that here right next to the blue kyanite. And next is Larimer. That can really help us to connect with our soul's purpose and empower you to go ahead and walk with that purpose, even though it's going to look and feel different than anyone else's, purpose or the way that they go through it. It's a reminder stone that when we walk our soul's purpose, it's not a path that exists. We're breaking that path because we're the first and only one down that road. This helps with encouraging that kind of pioneering attitude of being the first to kind of go this way. It also helps with separating the ego from the self when we're doing spiritual work, which can be really helpful, especially later on down that path, and can be wonderful for giving you the confidence to continue on your purpose. So that is Larimer. Larimer is mined in, right now we only know of it in the Dominican Republic on the island of Hispaniola. So that's the only place we know of it to exist. Another helpful stone is moss agate. This is highly regarded in Chinese medicine for lots of reasons. Number one, this helps with illnesses that are spreading throughout the body, whether it's infection, like bacterial infection or a virus. This can help the body kind of get the upper hand. Also helpful for connecting with nature and revealing any fears of the unknown and help you feel a little bit more grounded moving forward. This is a super helpful stone for connecting with your higher self and any inner child work as well, and helps to connect to spirit and just connect to the concept of unconditional love. So this can be a very helpful stone. It has some uses on the mundane side and on the spiritual side, and definitely the blue apatite. Let's see. I would also say celestite. Celestite helps with intuitive discernment, and it also helps with connection to our guides, our angels, and really all of our spiritual team, kinda. This helps with also all manner of physical pain because it really helps to, in a way, open the upper chakras considerably. So it changes the way that we feel our body. And it's, in general, just great for connection to higher wisdom and clarity. So that is celestite. So I hope that that helps. Let's see. I'm going to try to put some celestite. Here we go. There we go. So that's celestite. So all the best to you. I hope that that helps. And you're welcome, Chris. Oh, hey, Lisa. Good to see you. Okay. Have a safe ride, Chris. Let's see what was next. And I think I'm just looking for... so for Jenny's sister. Okay. So burnout, health issues ongoing, tired of being tired. Let's get that. The first one I would have added, if it wasn't already here, would have been the zebra jasper. And that's, again, it's great for overwhelm and stress and just being like completely wiped. It can help you with standing up for yourself. It's empowering. It doesn't necessarily bring a lot of physical energy, though. A stone that can bring physical energy is polychrome jasper. Polychrome jasper helps with reigniting your soul's passions and also with breaking indifference. It helps with motivation. It helps with self-confidence, which can get really ground down when you're burnt out. Wonderful too for joint health and really encouraging movement, like physically moving around. It helps with your Earth Star chakra too, which can be, Earth Star chakra is related to our soul's purpose and actually walking the walk and showing up in life. So if there's any changes you need to make, if there's like a shift you need to make in your life, this will help you feel like inclined to do it. But either way, it definitely helps with bringing physical energy and bringing some excitement and passion back into your life. There's also Amazonite. It can be very, very helpful with self-care. So that's there. And with, speaking of self-care, yeah, so here's the two other stones I want to bring in. First is chrysoprase. This may or may not feel relevant for you, but I kind of feel like maybe it's helpful, so I'm going to bring it in. Chrysoprase is good with overcoming disappointment, with completing goals, with follow-through, and with picking up the pieces after any kind of loss or big shift or change, things not panning out the way we wanted them to. This is one that I often use for things like burnout, because it's almost like, okay, I've gone as far as I can go and I need to figure out this pivot. I need to figure out where I'm going next. I need to pick up the pieces of what I have and then do something else. And if that's the case, this can be really encouraging. Or if you're burnt out and it's something like, yeah, I'm really burnt out, but I need to keep working on this. There's some reason for it. Like when I've had friends that are in grad school and they get halfway through it and they're like, why did I do this to myself? This is a stone that I bring them. So this can be helpful. I don't know if it necessarily impacts what is going on with you particularly, but can't hurt, might help. Let's bring it in. So that is chrysoprase. It can be one of those stones that said, it's okay, things didn't turn out the way you wanted, but you learned a lot. How can you bring that into your next venture? Rather than going, oh, I messed up and everything is a loss. The next one I want to bring in is fuchsite. This helps with just sort of channeling fun. Fun for the sake of fun, which can be really renewing and restorative to your spirit, to your physical energy, and to your health and mental and emotional and physical well-being. So this is play for the sake of play. Also really helpful for any kind of inner child work, as well as spinal alignment, certain types of sleep disturbances, and carpal tunnel as well. So I'm going to bring this in. Yeah, anyone that's doing any kind of inner child work with a therapist or on their own, fuchsite can be very, very helpful. And fuchsite is actually available in the crystal shop right now. So, by the way, there is currently a sale in the crystal shop for 20% off all crystals. I'm going to type the coupon code in the chat. For those of you that may have ordered crystals in the last couple of weeks, you're going to be getting a coupon. A special coupon for dollars off next time you order. That doesn't expire in gratitude for your orders. But for the holiday sale, and this is the Black Friday, whatever, Saturday, business, whatever. Yeah, that whole, all the marketing. It's one same coupon code. And it is, so there we go. And I didn't even mention it at the beginning. So if you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certifications, if you want to schedule a one-on-one healing or a tarot reading, or if you want to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media. And that coupon I just put in is for crystals. There will also be a gift certificate sale starting tomorrow. And you can use those gift certificates for one-on-one distance sessions and readings for yourself too. So definitely sign up for my email newsletter if you haven't yet. That'll be going out tomorrow. So thank you. And also, there will be a stream tomorrow. I don't usually stream on Thursdays, but it's a holiday and holidays can be hard. 8 p.m. East Coast US time. I'll be here doing the same thing as normal. If you want to get some like deep relaxation, come on and drop on by. And if you're out enjoying family and friends and what have you, that is also awesome. Go ahead and have a wonderful day too. So let's go. Hey, Goddess of Four, good to see you. Hey, Nicole. Peace and love to you too. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead on to the next one. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, I still haven't found my jade from when I moved. So I'm going to be ordering some smaller ones to fit in the grid. I do have lapis though. If you let me know what you were looking for within the jade, I'm more than happy to find some other crystals that could complement your intention. I'm sorry about that. Lapis can help with career mobility and also integrity. So good follow through, meeting your commitments, also aids disorganization and helps us with personal responsibility. Wonderful for open, honest, truthful communication too, and for vertigo and hearing loss, as well as pain and inflammation. So that is lapis lazuli. Super pretty. I'll bring that in. Awesome. But yeah, let me know, Christina, what else I could do to bring stuff in for you. Can you please do me a favor and put something in for your Romanian elderly friends to find a senior citizen apartment to move into? Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Let's see. Definitely Dumortierite can be helpful with like miracles kind of thing. Let's see what else we want to bring in for that. Let's bring in some red jasper. This is very protective and very empowering, and it also helps to fight, like to stand up and fight for what's worth fighting for, things like injustice and bullying. And I often think about this when I think of like standing up for people who, you know, need help and they're not getting it. So red jasper. It's also helpful because it's very much involving the root chakra. The root chakra is basic needs, primal urges, fight or flight, fear and safety. All the things about exactly this, basic needs, food and, you know, a good adequate roof over your head that is within your means. Absolutely. Also helpful for emotional support for any kind of long-term illness and for just grounding, as well as even depression to some extent. So that is red jasper. And yeah, it's not an easy thing. And I know, like, if they're in the city, I know there's, like, really not much in the way of help. Because we have for those of you outside of Philly, our subsidized housing was, there were applications were frozen for 12 years. And they unfroze them for, I think, like 3 or 4 weeks. And they only took like a lottery to add new people to the list. It's pretty awful. But yeah, I hope we find something good and keep me posted. Intentions for your best friend and her daughter to mend their relationship. Gotcha. The first one I would grab would have been aquamarine, because that is superb with forgiveness. So let's see. Let me just put in an extra one, just because you can't really have too much, can you? Yeah, so we'll put in a little bit more aquamarine. And we'll also put in another one for relationships is carnelian, which is already in there. Yeah, let's bring this in. So we'll first bring in some Dalmatian jasper. Dalmatian jasper has black tourmaline going through it. That's the black dots. Black tourmaline helps to repel and dispel negative energy. And when it's going through jasper, it helps to break up really old stuck energy and really deep clean our energetic field. It's also very, very helpful with releasing really old stuck energy around working together. So could be coworkers, could be family members, could be anyone. To help clear the air between. Sometimes we're really surrounded by the energy of the past, and it can lead us to feeling cynical and jaded and feel less than cooperative. This can really help kind of correct that to a point. Also wonderful for digestive issues, from IBS to Crohn's and anything else. So I'm going to bring this in. Yeah, this is good for like hopefully resetting the best way I can say it is like kind of resetting the energy between them, hopefully. So that is Dalmatian jasper. Another to help harmonize discordant energy is Herkimer diamond. And I'm also going to bring in rhodochrosite. This can be really helpful with mother-child bonding, and also with healing maternal type pain and wounds. So hopefully this will be helpful. This is also great for the heart and circulation. So this will be meeting a few different requests that we had today. Wonderful for telepathy, connection with ancestors, and even connection with deceased animal companions. Wonderful too for asthma and stress headache. And I bet there's a lot of people with stress headaches today. So we'll bring this in. That is rhodochrosite. So let's do... There we go. Right there. So I hope that that helps. Yeah, I hope that that helps. Upper back tension and overall stress, absolutely. Okay, gotcha, Christina. And Jenny, good to see you. Oh, Jennifer Vatsa, good to see you. Okay, cool. So we've got upper back tension and stress. For spine health, like ultimate like spine stuff is definitely aventurine. We have that. We have zebra jasper helps with muscle stuff. And a lot of times upper back can be one or the other. Also with like spinal alignment, we've got a couple of good stones for that too. This is septarian. This can be good for muscle pain and spasms, and also skin wounds and lesions. This is also helpful for, on the emotional side, emotional growth, learning about the patterns and cycles and beliefs that we have that might be getting in our way or holding us back. Also wonderful for understanding and supporting the solar plexus. That's our center of personal identity, free will, prioritizing our wants, needs, and desires, and really just supporting us to do what we feel is appropriate and wonderful in our life. So this will all bring into, so great for shadow healing work, but also great for the muscle side of things. Yeah, no, we brought in one for spinal alignment. And I will definitely bring in shungite too. Shungite can be really helpful with letting go of stress, like really purging stress from our system. Also really helpful with emotional pain and energy blocks. Additionally, this is one that can help to deep clean our energy field as well. It's very purifying, and it's also helpful for recovering from an injury or an illness, particularly an injury. Helpful too for if you're sensitive to electromagnetic fields, this can be really helpful. So this is shungite. So I'm going to bring some of this in. There we go. That's really good for kind of letting go of a lot of energy that you just don't need to be dragging around with you. I'm also going to bring in malachite for your back. This one helps with arthritis, inflammation, pain, discomfort, and even specifically, like I think I said arthritis. But this is also helpful for insomnia and moving through emotional pain, leaving it in the past so we can embrace a new potential in our future. Helps with processing really painful emotions and also with phobias. Also great for depression, anxiety, and it's always a good time to be reminded that what I do, all the things that I do are meant to be like complementary in nature. I don't do do something instead of medicine. I struggle with depression and PTSD and anxiety, and I take medications and I meditate and I do Reiki and I work with crystals, do all the things. We will love and support you here, whatever your particular healing path looks like. Yeah. So I hope that helps, Athena. And it's good to see you. And it's good to see you again too, Nicole. Love some strength and perseverance with your work, as well as not taking things personally. Absolutely. So, not taking things personally and perseverance with your work. I would say perseverance with work would be chrysoprase, can be really good for perseverance and like moving through blocks of like feeling like you can't do anything. But there's other ones too. Polychrome jasper, which is in there. I feel like bumblebee jasper is jumping out. I think it's a good fit. So bumblebee jasper, and by the way, this has high amounts of sulfur as well as arsenic, so be careful with it. This helps with mental focus, energy, vitality, but when it comes to like work type things, this is one that whether it's working alone or in a group, it can help to clear the air, and also with wanting to sink your teeth back into the work and kind of make the progress and get things done. It's very, very motivating. Also helpful for positivity, confidence, and just lots of mental clarity and energy towards moving forward. This also helps to empower manifestation, helps with decision making, and it's also great for balance of energies within the body. So we will bring in Bumblebee Jasper. There we go. Whoop. And I wanted to bring in Mahogany Obsidian. This can help with not taking things personally. So Mahogany Obsidian is great for like even things like releasing perfectionism, releasing anger, and releasing any need for approval, feeling good and secure and stable within yourself so that you're not inferring that other people's actions, reactions are necessarily implicating you. And even if they're directly implicating you, being able to separate that helps with physical vitality and strength. It's another stone that can be helpful for things like carpal tunnel and with skin healing and tooth pain. But yeah, great for meeting goals too. So that could be helpful for work. So that is Mahogany Obsidian. And we shall place you here and here. Awesome. I hope that that helps. Christina, a stone for studying. Labradorite is helpful. That's in there. And the next stone that I use for that is Tiger Eye. Golden Tiger Eye, or just Tiger Eye for short, can be really helpful for study, research. Also helps protect against envy and jealousy and just not great energy in general. It's considered a highly protective stone, but it's great for bolstering courage. It brings a lot of strength and balance, as well as big picture thinking. So as you're studying and you're getting all of this information, this is a stone that helps you not just memorize a bunch of disparate pieces of info, but see how it all relates so that you can truly understand it and makes it easier to recall. Wonderful too for like seeing big picture and considering lots of other things. Like if you're doing entrepreneurial work or high level management type work, this can be a great stone as well. So that is Tiger Eye. But yeah, this is considered one of the best stones for any kind of studying work, research work, but definitely Labradorite too, which is already in there. Just bear with me a moment. There we go. So a little bit more Tiger Eye. Here we go. Awesome. So all the best to you. And hey, Pravsha, welcome in. Feel free to make any requests. Oh, go ahead and doze off, Jen. Not hurting my feelings. Thank you for your gratitudes, Jenny. I appreciate that. And Lisa, today's intentions. Your mom is continuing to feel better. I love this. So hope for her continued recovery and from infection and digestion, support for her heart condition and extra fluid. Definitely heart stuff is so like, we always notice that there's a lot of synchronicity between our requests, and the more you come here, the more you will see it. But it's definitely, no matter how different our lives are, the themes at the heart of it are so much more similar. And yeah, we have all of our good cardiac stones in there. So your mom is totally supported by that. And we've also got, for infection, we've got moss agate is in there. And digestion, we have a couple of good digestion stones. We have Dalmatian jasper and we have peridot. Let's see what else I can bring in. Mookaite can help with digestion too. Mookaite also goes by the name Australia jasper. So this is helpful for making decisions and also for accepting change, especially big change. Great too for bladder pain, boosting the immune system, and it's thought very helpful for calming down fiery digestion. So we'll bring this in, and let's see. Yeah, Mookaite also goes by, as I said, Australia jasper, and can look so many different ways. It can be like a mustardy color or a beige or a burgundy, or yeah, it's a really beautiful dynamic stone, but that can help with digestion. Let's see what else. Let's also bring in epidote. This is one that's great for healing very generally injury and illness, and this can be really helpful for that. This is also helpful for the brain, particularly things like Parkinsonism, any kind of negative self-talk. If you find that you talk to yourself in a way that you would never talk to others, this might help. I've worked with it that way. It is so helpful. Wonderful for connection with the fairy realm and also with the nervous system and the skin. So that is epidote. But yeah, general recovery from illness and injury, but we've definitely got the cardiac stones covered today. Lots of love to all of you and everyone out there having heart stuff going on. So let's bring this in. I'm so glad to hear your mom is on the mend, hon. Good stuff. Yeah, we've got all the good circulation stones in there too. Keep us posted. Let's see, is there... Yeah. Okay. Keep me posted though on your family, and all the best for this holiday for your whole family. Ooh, Jen, not feeling well, had a fever overnight. So good health mojo and joint pain relief. You got it. Fever stone, we definitely have red jasper and iolite are both here. They are very helpful for fever. Pyrite is also helpful for fever. Pyrite is helpful for fever, lungs, the brain, and memory, information recall. This will be good for studying too. It also helps the body to make the most of Reiki sessions, and it helps with intuition as well as protection. So if you struggle with that, yes, I want to hear, but only specific things, this is very helpful for holding that space. So if you know someone that's just opening up to their intuition, pyrite's a wonderful gift for that. Also very, very helpful for calling in financial abundance. Pyrite is fool's gold, and we like to think that it calls in the real stuff because it's often found very close to the real stuff. So we will bring this in. So I hope that that helps, Jen. Okay, and joint pain relief. Let's bring in some howlite, our favorite joint pain stone, although malachite really helps. This can help with everything having to do with joints and bones, whether it's healing fractures or increasing density, whether it's a dislocated joint or an old injury with just some pain or something degenerative, whatever the case may be, this can be very, very helpful. Also really helpful for anger, resentment, frustration, and it can be really healthy in general too for like not just bones and joints, but also teeth and hair and nails. So that is howlite. There we go. So I hope you feel better. Definitely get that sleep. Do not even feel any kind of way about it. I hope you feel better when you wake up. There we go. And Goddess of Four, selenite, black tourmaline, howlite, red tiger eye. So we got selenite, or we got howlite. Good timing. Let's get some red tiger eye, selenite, black tourmaline, So black tourmaline we discussed when we were talking about tourmalinated quartz, or rather not tourmalinated quartz, Dalmatian jasper. So tourmaline helps, black tourmaline specifically helps to break up and kind of repel negative energy. I've gone so far as to crush this up and sew it into curtains, and it works. So I'm going to bring that in to help kind of keep energy clear, keep things at bay. Let's actually put it, let's see. Let's put it right on the other side of shungite because they work together so well. And then right here. There we go. So that's black tourmaline. Selenite helps us to clear the energy of a space or even ourselves. In fact, this big white piece here, that piece of selenite I always have just beneath the grid every time we make a crystal grid, because it helps to reflect nothing but pure white light, which helps to keep the energy clear. You can also use selenite to help clear your energy field. You can even wave it through your energy field, like just kind of hovering around the body. And it helps us to connect with our guides and angels much more easily. But yeah, so we can clear the energy of a space, of you, and of your crystals. Just put your crystals in touch with it for at least a few hours, and we'll put this one in here to represent your request. Just remember, if you have selenite, selenite does not go in water. And then we also have red tiger eye. Red tiger eye is highly protective. It helps to protect against mundane, like everyday bullying, picking on, that kind of stuff, like people's poor behavior. It also helps with the spiritual equivalent of that, so malevolent spiritual work or psychic attack, that kind of stuff. It's also very helpful for manifesting financial abundance in a hurry. So that is red tiger eye. And you will go ahead and bring some of that in here. This is one we work with quite often. Oop, there we go. Nice. So I hope that that helps, Goddess of Four. Keep me posted. Hey, little tree. Hi, little tree. Happy early Thanksgiving, little tree. I hope you're doing well. Awesome. Glad that you are here. And let's see. Okay. And for Christina, studying. Yeah, definitely got that with tiger eye, and then a place to live for sure. One that I was working with that first is red jasper helps with like the basic needs kind of stuff, and the Herkimer helps with empowering manifestation, as does bumblebee jasper. But let's go ahead and bring in some tourmalinated quartz. This is what I was working with when I was looking for my apartment that I am now in. And I'm sure all of you remember that fun time. All of you who were here at the time. Yeah, that was a quick and not fun move, but I'm glad to be where I'm at. So this is black tourmaline going through clear quartz. And this is just like we talked about black tourmaline repelling negative energy. When it's going through quartz, clear quartz helps to boost the energy of any stones that it's in contact with. And when black tourmaline is going through it, this becomes an excellent stone for breaking up really old, stuck energy, whether that's in the body or in the emotions or in your spirit body. It just helps break stuff up. So if you have old emotional pain or traumas from earlier in life and you just have a hard time even getting close to it or even trying to work on it, this can be helpful. It's also wonderful for grounding and releasing nervous energy. It helps with protection during travel, which, I mean, it's a travel holiday in the States, so yeah, let's bring it in. And also it helps with things like bringing in new revenue streams, new financial opportunities, new jobs, new gigs, and it helps with fortune and luck. So I hope that that helps there. I brought this in to help me find a place because I was wanting to make sure that I wasn't bringing any baggage with me, but also because it brings in that fortune and luck and things like that, I felt like this was a really good stone to work with. So I brought that in. So let's see, we'll bring that in. But yeah, if red jasper wasn't in, I'd bring it in, and if Herkimer wasn't in, I'd bring it in. So we've got a couple of stones that already help you, and this will just kind of hopefully bring it through there too. Let's also bring about some citrine. This helps with manifesting financial abundance, but also in general, like resource abundance. That includes the roof over our heads and the things we need to survive. So this also helps to balance logic with intuition and helps with things like addictions and compulsions. So it'll help Chris with the quitting smoking. And it's great for good financial decisions. So we'll bring this out. And also nausea. So if anyone's feeling sick with that, this will be helpful. And let's go ahead and put some here, 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 here. We'll put a couple in the center because why not? So I hope that that helps. Christina, keep us posted. And Lisa, support for your brother's arthritis, heart, we got heart stuff, emotional balance, sister's sight, support organizing, a lot going on, luck in practical matters, and balanced energy lifestyle. So we've got garnet, which I know we used for you last time on that. And we also have lapis, which is exceptional for all of those things. And dumortierite helps with organization too, and tidiness in general. We've got all the heart stones. Arthritis is malachite's helpful, but also howlite is helpful with arthritis. Do we have any other arthritis stones? I don't think we do. Definitely for the eyes, aventurine is here, and sapphire can be very helpful for the eyes. The eyes as well as the ears. This is also thought helpful for the thyroid and for folks with dementia, the individuals with it, and all those who love them and care for and about them. This is wonderful for connecting with our angels, and if you're looking for a stone that helps with intuition, channeling, mediumship, connecting with spirit guides, getting messages from spirit, this is a very powerful and potent stone to help you do just that. Also helps with keeping your eye on a positive outcome when things are just kind of changing all around you. So that's sapphire. So I'll bring that in. That's great for the eyes. Luck in practical matters. Balanced energy lifestyle. Let's go ahead and bring in some aragonite, which it looks wild. So here is aragonite. This helps with healing old wounds. It brings a lot of emotional strength, and it also helps with clearing and balancing all of the energy centers. It helps with relieving stress that's held in the body as tension. I think we could all use some help with that. And also everything about the root chakra and the Earth Star chakra. The Earth Star chakra, and I mentioned that a little bit with polychrome jasper, that's the energy center beneath our root where we can like step into our soul's purpose and like walk the walk and make it actionable. Also helps with calming an overactive mind and in general just balance. So when you're talking about things like practical matters, balance, energy, lifestyle, garnet is superb for that, especially like organizing and like thinking big picture, that kind of stuff. But this can be very, very helpful with like bringing things forward that are helpful to your long term and very grounded and earthy in like what's needed. So I want to bring this in. So let's bring in some aragonite. And then what I think will be our last stone will be picture jasper, which I think will help with that too. So picture jasper has a few things that it can help us with. This also goes by desert jasper, and you'll kind of see why. Like each one looks like a picture, and all those pictures kind of look like the desert. Picture jasper helps with envisioning future potential, but also seeing the big picture, kind of in the same way that tiger eye is. But this is also helpful with seeing new potential, new possibilities, new ventures and businesses, new adventures, which could be anything. And with removing any kind of hidden fears that are holding us back. Helps too with meeting new cultures, with meeting new folks that speak other languages, and very helpful for quitting smoking too. So this can help kind of envision something new and different in the future. And yeah, always the synchronicity is strong with this group, always, and it is with everyone because that's just how energy is. But this group in particular, it's like lately everybody comes in with this like very similar stuff, and that's part of that communal energy, that communal chi that this is built on. There we go. So I hope that helps. But yeah, luck in practical matters. Also, the polychrome jasper will help you with that, as well as the chrysoprase. Thank you. So I think that's it. Awesome. So I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to do the thing where I talk about what Reiki is, how it works, and how to enjoy your session, how to get the most out of it. While I'm doing that, if you wouldn't mind helping lift the energy of where you are at and where all of us kind of overlap, go ahead and think of anything that you're grateful for, anything at all, and then hit that live chat button. Hit the like button too if you don't mind. Thank you. But hit that live chat button and just share anything that you're grateful for. Anything at all. That helps lift the energy quicker and more powerfully than anything else. And while you do that, I'm going to go ahead, do the explanation, and then we're going to get into the Reiki session. So this is also a good time to like get up and use the loo before our Reiki session if you need to. So, oh, thank you, Joanna. Okay. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson, and I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I've been teaching Usui Reiki for the last 15 years. And if you want to learn about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a distance session or shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as is all of my social media. And right now, all crystals are 20% off through this holiday weekend with coupon code SHOPSMALL2023, all one word. So what is Reiki and how to make the most of your session? So Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term for energy healing in the West, but it really translates to spiritually guided soul energy. And particularly, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. And this particular method was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan, during a time that was really difficult in Japanese history. You couldn't be teaching anything that could even be misunderstood as part of a religion. So Usui made this particular practice of working with this energy deeply spiritual, but also completely secular. And I feel like that's why it resonates with us so much in the West. So to understand the energy concept at play here, we're best to look at Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, and in which everyone and everything has a soul, and all of those souls are interconnected and inextricably linked. And spirit however you define that, provides this life-sustaining energy, that energy that makes us more than just a lot of cells. It's the, as I said before, it's the soul energy. So essentially, this energy is thought to be a part of you, me, everyone, and everything. Our body, mind, and spirit are thought to already work with this energy to bring about the greatest balance and healing that we can experience moment to moment. And today, what I'm going to be doing is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct even more of it to you, where your body, mind, and spirit will make best use of it. So during the session, you may feel some physical sensations. You may have some emotions rise up or get released. Mentally, you may sort of just think some things through that you've been struggling with lately. You may hear your subconscious a little bit. You may also, on a spiritual level, have like a sudden breakthrough or epiphany or just a resolution or just a large release or even an intuition. Whatever your individual session looks like, which will probably be a few of those things I mentioned at varying different degrees for each of you, your session will be tailored just to you because that's just kind of how the Reiki works. During the session, I usually encourage you to find a position that's comfortable. Sitting up, laying down, doesn't matter. But the most important thing to know is there's no wrong way to enjoy this time. So all you need to do with Reiki is be open to it, and by being here, you already are. So yeah, you can go ahead and get comfy and close your eyes, or if you don't want to sit still, you don't have to. You can combine this time with anything else you feel is meaningful, like some yoga stretches, or your physical therapy routine, or journaling, or writing, or music, or really anything that feels right to you. And I know it's the day before Thanksgiving. A few of you are like cleaning the house while you're doing that. Awesome. Excellent. So however you enjoy your session is perfectly fine, but just closing your eyes and seeing if you fall asleep is a great way to do it too. There's no wrong way to do it. Know that you don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. You can just be. If at any time you want to sink in a little bit more to the session, or if you feel like you got a little distracted, just take a deep breath in and out at your own pace, and you'll gently sink right back in. I will send this Reiki to you for 25 minutes, during which time I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that the lights move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will turn up the music. And if you'd like to learn more about our musical creator, she's linked at the bottom of the description. You can check out her YouTube channel and her website if you're into it. Additionally, Reiki doesn't need, really, it's not confined to the same limitations humans have. So I can only be in one place at one time. That's not true of Reiki. So anytime that you need Reiki, it's there for you. You can always, if you feel like you need some Reiki and I'm not live, head over to the Past Healing live stream playlist, watch any past healing, just take a peek at the picture on the cover and enjoy. Definitely it'll be there for you whenever you watch it, but know that I am here 5 times a week doing this. You can always join same days, same times every week so that you can set your schedule to having a little bit of self-care wherever you are in the world and whenever it works in your schedule. After the end of the session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to take a few deep breaths, come back to your body, and at that time, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat, answer any questions you have, or even hear out your experiences. If you have any questions after that, you can leave a comment or you can email me through my website, learnreikiphiladelphia.com. So thanks again so much for being here. It truly is an honor and a privilege to share this healing energy with all of you. So thank you for being here. And definitely consider subscribing if you want to come back for some more of this another time. Hit the notification bell if you want, YouTube to maybe, if they feel like it, let you know that I'm live and remind you for some self-care. They'll do that sometimes. That would be awesome. But other than that, let's go ahead, dive back into the grid and get ready for our session. Ooh, pretty. Good work, y'all. Awesome. So let's see. Oh, I love all of the beautiful things in the chat. Thank you all. So I'm going to go ahead, get nice and comfy, get ready to send you all some Reiki. So glad we didn't have to rush today like we often do on Wednesdays because I'm not teaching this week. So everyone enjoy your Reiki session, and I'll see you all in about 25 minutes. I invite you to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Or just enjoy where you're at. I hope you had a beautiful session. If you have any questions or anything to share, you can go ahead and use the chat. You might hear some Hattie purrs. Did you bring your purrs for everyone? Good to see you, Allison. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, you're so welcome, Joanna. Thank you for being here. Pravsha, thank you for being here. And thank you for being here, little Hattie. Brought us purrs. You're so welcome, Flower. Lots of love to you and your family and to Little Tree. You're welcome, Lisa. Lots of love to you and your family. I got the cats some catnip treats for Thanksgiving. They are the only kind of treats that Gertie will eat, and she goes bonkers. I'll do my best to videotape some of the carnage for all of you and put it up for you to enjoy. Yeah, are you and your sister going to get into the catnip? Yeah, it's a holiday. It's a holiday. You gotta cut loose. You're welcome, Little Tree. Okay, well, if anyone has any questions or anything to share, let me know. Don't go, girl. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude for all of you. And as a reminder, tomorrow at 8 p.m. East Coast US time is a bonus stream for Thanksgiving. And feel free to join. And of course, if you're enjoying time with your friends, your family, anyone that's meaningful to you, enjoy that. Enjoy that. So everyone go ahead, take care. I hope to see you again soon, and bye for now.